Hello, everybody. It's Parental Composure, and today we're going to be talking about where are your kids at mentally.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy, Mike Ayers, and I'm here with Elise, and we're back with another episode of Parental Composure.
Yes, we are.
How are you, Elise?
I'm doing good. How are you? That's the question.
Living the freaking dream. Living the dream.
So why don't you inform the audience what you're going through right now?
I finally had my snippety snip, and it was actually botched. I wouldn't say botched.
Snap.
It was kind of... It half got done, so, y'all dads out there, send me a message before you think about getting a vasectomy done, because this one really went downhill.
Yeah. Everyone feels bad for Mike. He was part of the 1%, apparently, that
have complications.
have problems.
They couldn't find my plumbing, so now I got to go under the knife.
I'm sorry. I do feel really bad for you. I'm sure a lot of men out there are feeling for you.
Yeah. I mean, everybody said, get a vasectomy. Get a vasectomy, they said.
And luckily, one of our episodes coming up are going to be vasectomy versus...
Oh, yes, it is.
Tube side. So we have our own opinions on that, and we'll go over that at that time. But right now, we are going to talk about where our kids are at mentally at this time. And I was telling Mike before the show started, to be honest, I don't really know because I haven't really checked in.
I told you not to say that on the podcast.
He told me not to say that
right.
on the podcast. But I mean, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that, hopefully, because there's Mike. Everybody on here knows that I'm not the 150% mom of the year. Okay. Yes, I do appreciate the title.
There's no such thing out there, though.
Okay, but you called. I mean, that is my title on here, but everyone knows it's funny because it's not true. Okay, but I'm just an honest person, and I'm gonna say there is some checking in that I need to do with my kids because, yes, I do think that they're doing okay. They're going outside, they're doing their homework, they're doing their chores, but maybe I should be doing some one-on-one. What about you? Have you checked in with your kids?
I have.
Oh, good.
I've noticed.
He's the dad of the year.
No, but...
Dad of the year.
No, actually, probably because my kids are more dramatic than yours. I can tell Riley is losing it. She's, she has her moments, and I know it's not. And Michaela is also losing it, and I guess you would only notice if you fight like we do.
So there's a lot of contention right now.
Yeah, because it's just all that estrogen going on in the house.
Oh, I bet.
And things like that. I mean, how many weeks has it been? 7, 8?
It's been
since the whole lockdown
I don't
thing?
Even know.
Yeah,
probably
so
7 or 8.
It's really getting to the kids, especially the older ones lost their jobs, so now they have nothing to do but stay at home. With the younger ones, and I mean, you can only imagine, especially with as many kids that live underneath that roof. It's just a matter of time before it happened. But honestly, now that across the nation, many states are starting to slowly open up. Mm-hmm. So hopefully, I don't know. I'm not going to get political or nothing like that, but it's good that they're slowly opening up because now it's time to
focus on the economy.
The kids need to get out.
Kids, yeah.
And
they do.
I guess it was just a coincidence that it happened at the end of the school year, but it's good because they need to get out more, and because they are honestly losing their mind. I have physically lost my mind before, and I know what it looks like, and they're
see the symptoms.
Yes, they have just crossed over to that going crazy stage. So they are there. They're and the thing is we actually fight over nothing. So that's a big sign.
We've been going through the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big sign that it doesn't mean that they're you or the kids are going insane. It's just, that, that's what it is.
Right.
It's because if it doesn't normally happen throughout the household, then it's everybody's starting to lose their patience with this whole thing. And,
Well, it's not just inside the house either. It's everywhere. Like, so yeah, people, you can judge me, but the other day I went to the store with my son, and we normally have our masks in our car, but they weren't there. And I needed to get milk because everybody was freaking out because there was no more milk. So I'm like, let's just run in, get it really quick, and then come out. So yes, I am that person. I did run into the store without a mask. Now, there were other people in there without masks, but this one guy, instead of coming to me and saying something to me, he goes up to my son and he says, "Why aren't you wearing a mask?" Like that.
Really?
Yes. And I just heard mumbling, so I didn't, and I was far away from him. So I was like looking, and my son, and I saw him, he's like, "I don't know. This is my 10-year-old. And I went up to Bronson, I'm like, "What did that guy just say to you?" And he's like, "Well, you just asked me where my mask was." And I was like, "Whoa, Mama Bear's coming out." And I wanted to go say something to him, but then the logical part of me was like, well, yes, I should have been wearing a mask. I understand his fear, because he's seeing that we're not wearing a mask, but he's also not seeing from our end. He doesn't know our story. He doesn't know what just happened and why we don't have masks on.
Yeah, I mean, I partly agree with you on that, but they shouldn't have approached the kid. You never. Let me tell y'all something. Don't ever approach my kid.
Don't ever do that.
Especially if you don't know the kid. Oh, don't approach anybody's kid. Go to the parent.
Right.
And you parents would rather that person go to you instead of approaching your kid, because as soon as somebody approaches the kid, then the hostility just sets in, because now that has just, like you said, Mama Bear just immediately kicks in because somebody didn't have the respect to come to the parent. Yeah. But so you decided to go to the 10-year-old because you knew the 10-year-old couldn't give you any lip back.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. Yeah, it's not okay.
Oh, and that's what it's like.
You are not a bad parent. You think you're such a bad parent, but you're not.
Well,
I would approach the guy.
I did. I wanted to.
I would have been.
I wanted to.
Slim,
I
should have.
Now that I think about it, especially because I just walked down the aisle swearing up a storm in front of my son because I was so pissed about it, and I'm like, leave your like grumbling to myself, and people are probably like, this lady is crazy. But really, I guess I can see it from both perspectives, but that's what I mean when people are going crazy. Like, people are like so fear-based right now, which I get. There are people that are really hurt and sick in the hospitals, and there's a reason for that. But at the same time, it's like, let's keep our heads, let's try and keep our heads. If you have an issue that we're not wearing a mask, come to me.
Talk to the older adult. And
and I would have nicely been like, I'm sorry, I know we're not wearing our masks. We left them at home. But when you talk to my son instead of coming to me, I have an issue with that.
But do you need to explain yourself to people? Do you really?
No, actually.
You know what I mean?
No.
I understand that. That's the nice, right. That's the nice Elise, and explain to him, look, I'm sorry, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, you don't need. I'm not telling you.
No, I agree.
Just start punching people, but it's just people. Just if you see somebody without a mask on, is it really your place to approach them?
I know.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. There's going to be mixed feelings. I actually let Haley take Jackson to the pet store the other day, just because she wanted to get him hermit crabs.
Oh, that's fun.
And it took him a lot for them to convince me, but I let her take Jackson because Jackson needed to get out of the house.
Right.
He needed to.
They need to get out.
Yeah. So I said, yeah, okay, take him to the pet store. She took him to the pet store. She didn't forget his mask, but
she's a better mom than I am, and she's not even a mom yet.
But no, that's the thing. It's people don't even want to see kids out with a mask on, and it's like really, and most of the people who are against that don't have kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's like once you see your kids starting to lose their mind, that getting them some fresh air, getting them out of the house somewhere new, it will make it'll make their mind more clear. Then sorry, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Yep.
And don't feel bad. Don't feel bad at all.
We got a punching bag.
You tear it apart?
Well, so it came with these like horrible brackets. So my husband put it up yesterday and he was like punching on it and it literally fell off. And he's like, we just got it. So he went to Lowe's today to get some better brackets. But I'm excited about it. I think it's going to help keep people sane in my house. They go punch a punching bag.
Yeah. So, I mean, my kids, they haven't lost it, but it's getting to them.
Yeah.
So mentally, I think they're on that verge of, if this goes any longer, which I guess they're talking it's not, it's going to be nasty in my house.
Gonna be nasty.
But, and that's the thing. You're like, if I fight with my kids now, like 20 minutes later, because I get it, but the kids might not get it, that, it's everybody in the house. So like 20 minutes later, I just, smooth everything out. That's and good. Try to be,
look, guys.
Because they don't understand. They've never been in a situation like this before. So, my kids are on the verge of losing it.
Well,
I guess it's safe to say.
I'm sure you're not the only one. My kids, obviously, I need to check in with them because I think they're okay. They seem okay right now. We're not fighting a ton, but I am seeing little things here and there. So thanks for bringing that up. I will be checking in with my kids tonight. You guys check in with your kids, see how you're doing. Remember to like us on Facebook, share our pages with your friends, go to YouTube, subscribe, ring that bell, and check us out on Instagram as well. And we will see you next time.
Yes, we will.